Hi, Anjana, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Can you tell us something about yourself?
Okay, I'm Anjana. Working as a software. I'm working as system engineering data consultancy services.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my roles. I have 3 years of experience in software testing. My roles and responsibilities included as a functional tester, which includes all the testing activities like understanding the user story, understanding the change, uh, discuss the requirement with the product owner and the business analyst, preparing the test cases and test scenarios, uh, executing the test cases, uh, reporting bugs in Jira, and yeah, we are using. I'm a part of Agile team. We are using Jira as the test management tool and the bug reporting tool. Yeah, and I'm also part of automation testing project. We were using Selenium Java with TestNG framework, and yeah, we were following the P-on model. So
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. So which is the programming language that you are using?
it's Java.
Okay, fine. So can you tell me what is inheritance?
Inheritance is one of the properties of OOPS concept of Java, in which like the object is acquiring all the properties and behaviors from the parent class object.
Mm-hmm.
And there are different types of inheritance in Java, like single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple, hybrid. Yeah,
Okay. So what is hybrid inheritance?
in hybrid inheritance, like uh, hybrid. There is one parent class and it have
Mm-hmm.
two child class, and
Mm-hmm.
also for both child class there. I mean, for both child class, another level of child class. Like, I know the diagram. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, so you are telling you have a parent class and you have two child classes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then.
Then next level another child class is there. Like,
Hmm. Okay. See, I'll tell you about hybrid inheritance.
okay.
So, yeah. So, is the screen visible to you? Are you able to see the hybrid inheritance? Hello? Hello, Anjana?
Okay.
Yeah. Is the screen
Yeah,
visible
it's
to you?
break. No, no, no.
Not yet.
Yes, 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 yes. Now
Okay.
it's
Okay.
visible.
Fine. So, you have this example of a hybrid inheritance wherein you have a base class and you were giving the right answer partially. You have two derived classes. One is class A, one is class B, and you have derived class C. Okay, so when you consider this as a diagram, so base class and you have derived class A and B, right? So this is an example of one type of inheritance. And then here you have a base class and you have a derived class C. So this is your
Yes.
second type of inheritance. This is your
Yeah.
single level. This is your different. So whenever you have two types of inheritance involved together, that is called as hybrid inheritance. Any two types. It can be a combination of single and multi-level. It can be a combination of single and hierarchical. It can be a combination of hierarchical and multi-level, right? So if you combine one or more in type of inheritance together, it is called as hybrid inheritance.
Okay, okay. Here it is a single level and multi-level inheritance.
Yes, yes, this is single level. Multi-level is
Okay,
also there.
okay, okay,
Right?
okay.
Great. Okay. Uh, Fine. What is multiple inheritance?
Um, Multiple inheritance.
Hmm?
Just 1 second.
Yeah, yeah, you can take your time to think.
Yeah. Multiple inheritance. There are two parent class and only one child class.
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
So that is when you have a child class, but it can have one or more parent classes. That is
Yeah.
called as
Okay.
multiple
Yeah.
inheritance.
Okay. Okay.
But it is not supported in Java, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with the help, so currently directly it is not supported, but with the help of interfaces, you can
Yes.
achieve it.
Yeah.
So wonderful. Okay. Now, let us go to the next question. What are packages in Java?
Packages.
Hmm.
It's a combination of classes,
Hmm.
methods, libraries. Yeah.
Right. So packages in Java is a mechanism in which you will group the classes, or you can say the interfaces, sub packages together, right? So packages are used for easy maintenance. They are used for searching, locating, and let's say if you have to locate some classes, interfaces which are of the same group, then you will go for packages. It is used for reducing the maintenance from the testing point of view,
Oh, okay. Okay.
right? Okay. What are data types in Java?
Data types are there are different data types like integer, string, double, float, like that. It's used to declare a variable. Yeah, we
Okay.
add data type before the variable.
Fine, it's for the variable. Let me show you one of the diagrams so that you get an idea. Yeah, is this visible?
Yes.
See, there are two types of data types you will have. One is the primitive data type, one is the non-primitive data type. With respect to primitive data type, you have Boolean type and you have numeric type. With respect to non-primitive data type, you will have string, array like that. When I
Okay.
say numeric, sorry.
No, I said okay.
Okay, okay, great, great. So when you say numeric data type, you have again a character and integral value in that. So character, you have char for that. For Boolean, you have Boolean. For
Okay.
integral, again, you have integer and floating point. So floating point is dealing with the decimal values. So you have float, you have double there. In integral value, you have integer, you have byte, short, int, long, right? Like that.
Okay.
So these are the data types in Java. So you can explain about these data types, but
Okay.
it was good you were able to recall some of the data types in the answer, right? So
Okay.
that's a good thing. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Okay, which are the access specifiers in Java?
Access
Specifiers.
specifiers.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, I have heard about access modifiers. Is that the
Access
same?
modifiers. Okay. So what are access modifiers that you are aware about?
It's public, private, and
Right.
protected.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you elaborate some explanation about each of them?
Uh, Public, when we give a public,
Hmm.
we used to give the access modifier with the method. Yeah, when we give a public, we can access the elements or other like we can call the method from. any part of the class. Like, I'm not sure. When we
Public.
give private,
Mm-hmm.
the you know we can't call the object like sorry, when we
For
private.
private, it's bit secure, right? So you cannot
Yes,
call
okay.
the private data members directly.
Yeah.
Hmm. Then the protected
Outside,
and default also you. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
we can call. We can access the data members outside the method when we give
Correct.
private. Yeah,
Yes.
when we give public, we can access the data members outside the method and inside the class.
Okay. What
Uh,
about default?
Protected,
Protected and
sorry,
protected and default?
default and protected. I'm not sure about that.
No problem. No problem. Let me tell you the answer for that. Yeah. So you have default, you have private, you have protected, and you have public. So there are different ways how you can access, right? You have same class, you have
Yeah.
same package subclass, you have same package non-subclass, you have different package subclass, you have different package non-subclass. Now, when I say public, it can be accessible to the same package in the sub package as well, right? In the same class in the subclass as well. When you say
Okay.
protected, it is something that cannot be accessible to the different package non-subclass, right? When you say private, it can be accessed in the same class, but not in the same package as well, and not in the same package non-subclass as well as different package subclass or different package non-subclass, right? Private is very secure.
Sorry, what is a non-subclass?
Non-subclass. So you have this inheritance, wherein you have a parent class, you have child class, or
Oh,
you
okay,
can
okay.
say superclass, subclass, right? So
Okay, okay, fine, fine.
non-subclass, it's not inheriting.
Okay, okay, okay.
So private is for that. Default is for the same package level, right? Not for the different packages. If you have different package, whether it's a subclass or non-subclass, default will not work,
Okay.
right? That's how you can define them.
Is the access modifiers and you asked about access
Access
specifiers?
specifiers, same,
Both the
both are
same.
same.
Okay.
Right, right, both are same. Right. So what is array list?
Array is a collection of similar type of elements or yeah, similar type of elements. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And see, whenever you get this question in an interview, so this is fine. You are telling the
Mm.
type of elements it contains. So you can also explain that it is implementation of the list interface. You have list interface, and that again you have array list, you have linked list, these kind of things you have, right?
Okay.
And array list, actually there are some characteristics of array list. So one is, let me share the screen and explain you. Yeah. So dynamic resizing is there. So in arrays, which has a fixed size. So in array list, you can have the dynamic resizing, right? You can add the elements, you can remove the elements for array list, I'm telling. So this is one of the difference between array and array list. You can also explain these characteristics when someone asks you about array list. So indexes. So elements in an array list are indexed. They are starting from zero value.
Okay.
Duplicate elements. So array list can store duplicate elements. Array list can store null values. It maintains the insertion order of the elements. So that's something that is quite common for the array list. right? So these things you can explain.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Now, what is linked list in Java?
LinkedList.
And what are the types of linked list? Sorry?
Sorry, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay, okay, fine. No problem. See, I'll tell you about linked list. Mm, So there are different types of linked list. One is single linked list, one is doubly linked list, one is circular linked list, right? So when I say single linked list, the navigation is forward only, right? If I say doubly linked list, the forward and backward navigation is possible. When you say circular linked list, the last element is linked to the first element, right? So that's the types of the linked list. Now, if someone tells you what is this linked list itself, right? So this is how you will represent the single linked list. You have 23, 54 value here, you have 78 value here, and you have 90 value. And you have, these are the addresses. So 1000 is there, 2000. Again, these are random numbers, pretext. This is just for an example. Okay. Now, what you want to do is, suppose you want to store a list of numbers, 23, 54, 78, 90. So you will store them in this manner, and the address of the second node you will put in the second place here. So 2000 is placed here, 3000 is placed here, 4000 is placed here, right?
Okay.
So this particular thing, this particular structure is called head and content. So you have head, which is the first, which is the driving force, you can say kind of an engine, which is the first initial value. Then you have the content and the address of the next node. So content is 15. The address of the next node is 3600. Here you have 4000 as the value, which is the address of the next node here. Then for 4000, you have 4400, which is again 4400, right? So you have two things in a linked list. One is the content and one is the address of the next node, or you can say the pointer of the next node, right? Is this clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, great, fine.
Is all the part of collections actually?
Yes, yes. Array list, linked
Array
list,
list.
hash
Okay.
map, hash set, all these things will be coming as a part of the collections only.
Okay.
Collections are very important. With 3 years of
Okay.
experience, you can expect some questions on collections, OOPS
Okay.
concepts. Right?
Mm.
Fine. Now, what is polymorphism?
Uh, Polymorphism simply meaning that a task can be done in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Java polymorphism can be achieved by using method overloading and method overriding.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the difference between method overloading and method overriding?
Uh, Method overloading means in same class we will have the method with same name and same parameter list. Sorry, different parameter list.
Mm.
This method overloading. But in method overriding basically it's in method overriding can be possible if it's a is a relationship and it's same the method name will be the same and the parameters also will be the same in method overriding. Yes.
Right, right. So, how many ways method overloading can be done?
uh, by using constructor. Sorry,
What is constructor?
constructor is used to initialize the object
Okay, great.
and the constructor have the same the name as the class name
Hmm.
Constructor name will be the same, and constructor cannot be static, abstract, final. Yeah,
Right, right. Okay. So we were discussing about in how many ways you would overload a method.
yeah.
Hmm.
So by using constructor and
Constructor
uh,
can be used or not? Are you sure for that?
uh, just 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. You can take your time to think.
Yeah. Mm, so I forgot that. I know, but
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Fine. See, I'll tell you about that.
okay, okay,
Uh, See, there are three ways how you can overload a method. One is the number of parameters, right? So you can have two parameters. Here you can see
okay,
you have addition method, and in that you have two parameters. You can have three parameters. So this is
okay.
one of the case.
Yeah.
Second thing is with respect to data type. So you have integer data type and you overload with float, right? Third thing is you have the sequence. So one is integer, one is float, and then you change the sequence float and integer. Like this also you can do the overloading. So there are three ways how you can overload a method in Java. First is with respect to number of parameters, then data type of parameters, and the sequence of data type of parameters.
Okay.
Right? Simple.
When we have the different return type, we can't achieve the method overloading, right?
When we have the different
Different return type. we have-
return type you're telling. What
Yeah,
is return type? So are you telling in context of returning something at the end of the method?
yeah. Like before method, we will add the return type, right? Indeed.
For method, you will add a data type. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not getting it. Can you please elaborate a bit?
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. But this is how you can answer in a real-time interview, right? Fine.
Okay.
Now, let me move to the next question. Fine. What would be the output of this Java program?
Zero zero.
Zero, zero? Correct, correct. The output is correct, zero, zero. Now, can you explain the logic? Why did you felt it would be zero, zero?
Uh, I mean, it's not initial. The indeed. Uh, the constructor is not initialized.
Constructor is not
Sorry,
initialized.
sorry.
Now, it's not about constructor here, actually. The output that you are telling is correct, but how did you reach to that output?
There is no value declared for X
Right.
and Y.
Value
Okay.
is not there. That's why it will be 0, 0. Right? Okay. What about this protected? Will it not create an issue for you? Protected this.
That I'm not sure about that.
Mhm. See, I'll tell you the explanation.
Okay.
So, see, what is protected member? So, we just discussed right now about protected member. It is accessible in all the classes of the same package and in inherited classes of the other packages as well, right? Now,
Okay.
here, test and main both are in same package. So,
Okay.
access related problems will not be there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you don't have to worry about, oh, it's protected. Will I get compile time? Will I get a runtime? That will not, right?
Hmm.
So you are using the default constructors which are initializing the integral values variables as 0 in Java. That is why output you are getting as 0, 0. Now you might be wondering that I told the same thing about constructors. So I was checking the confidence, right?
Okay.
So see, your answers are correct, but you have to come up with that. You have to showcase that confidence level as well. If the
Okay.
confidence level is not there, what the interviewer will feel that you are telling the answers from the chat GPT or AI tools,
Okay.
right? So that's how it is there. But a good thing, you went for the correct this output.
Okay.
Now let me ask you one more question on this.
So one doubt, if it is public, we can access the like in same package we can access all the data members, but not the different package. Right?
Public is for everything. Public you can access.
Everything.
Yeah,
So what's the difference between protected and
yeah,
public?
yeah. I'll tell you on that. Wait, it's here only. Give me a second.
Okay, okay.
Fine. This diagram you should print in your mind, right? And I'll tell you the way how to remember this, how to memorize this. You start from here, public,
Okay.
protected, private, default. And here, vertically, you have to start from this left hand. Same class, same package, subclass, right? So what
Mm,
are the different entities you will have? One is the class, one is the package. Again, in package, you can have subclass.
okay.
Again, when you have same package, non-subclass, right? Then different package, subclass, different package, non-subclass. Either it
Okay.
can be same package or it can be a different package. Either it can be a subclass or it can be a non-subclass.
Mm,
Now, when I say public, so it is accessible at everywhere. It is public. It is open
okay.
for everyone. It is open for all,
Mm,
right?
mm,
When I say protected, same class is fine. Same package subclass is also fine, right? Same package, non-subclass, and different package subclass is also fine. But different package, non-subclass, it will not work for protected, right? When it comes to different package, your package is different, and even it's not a subclass, right? Then it will not work. So here in protected, you have to understand it works more for an inheritance kind of things. So when you have a class which is extending, you have a subclass which is extending the parent class in the package,
mm.
then it will work. But if you move to a different package and if it is not a subclass, right, then it will not work. Protected.
Okay.
Private is very secured. It will just work for its own class. So consider private. So consider this default, private, protected, and public. These are four children of one family, four brothers or
Mm,
four sisters, siblings, right? Private is the younger brother of all, right? Very rigid, very someone who is born at the end in the family, but he is given a lot of love from his family members, from their grandparents, everything. He'll achieve everything from them, right? That is private, right? He won't give any. So you share the chocolates, they will not. The youngest child will not share chocolates with anyone else, right? So it is private. When it comes to protected, protected is like a brother of the family. he will share with his own brothers of the family, but not with other family members, right? So you will see different package non-subclass that will not work for different family. He is not taking care of that. Public is open for help. He's a kind of a person who is helpful for everyone. If anyone asks for chocolate, he'll provide it. Yes, that kind of a child. Default is a kind of the eldest brother, right? Whatever, if there is any kind of anger is some family member is anger, for sure they'll target the elder persons only, right? The elder children only. So same class, same package subclass, same package non subclass is fine. But when it comes to different package subclass, different package non subclass, it will not work. One more way to remember this is D stands for default, right? And
Mm.
D stands for different package subclass, different package non subclass. So it will not work together, right?
Mm.
They are opposites of each other. D for default, D for different, right? Clear?
Okay, okay, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is how you have to remember. Okay. Now coming to the next question. Um, what is the difference between abstract class and interface?
Class and interface. Yeah, both are used to achieve abstraction.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I don't know.
Okay. Okay. No problem. Let me tell you the answer for that. See, this is the difference between abstract class and interface. Let me share the screen so that it is visible to you. Just a sec, right? So this is the difference between abstract class and interface. So keyword you are using there as an abstract. For interface, you are using a keyword which is interface, right? The first difference, that is the straightforward one. Type of variables, it can be final, non-final, static, and non-static, right? In an interface, by default, the variables are static and final, right? Access modifiers, so you can use public, private, default, protected with respect to class, right? With respect to interface, it can only use public access modifiers, right? Abstract class can have constructors, interface cannot have constructors, right? So these are few of the differences between the abstract class and interface. You can achieve 100% abstraction via interface, but not via abstract class. Why? Because in abstract class, you will have abstract methods, you can have concrete methods as well, right? But in interface, you will only have the abstract methods only. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Anjana, I am done with the Java interview from my side. You have any questions for me?
Okay, for this Selenium Java interview, which part do I need to focus more from
Yeah,
Java side?
yeah, sure. So you need to focus on collections. For
Okay,
example, ArrayList, LinkedList is there. Hash map, hash set. What is the difference? What is the advantages? What are the pros and cons? Those things you have to focus,
okay.
right?